Today we had some interesting things come in. One is this little volume here that actually is 3 volumes in one. And the first volume is how to be an officer in the French army in 1671. The second volume here is how to be a cavalry officer and what you should know and what you should do, that sort of thing. Obviously, it's also 1671 as well. And the third volume is practical maxims for war. There's also an interesting chapter on siege procedures as well. It's all in a little volume that's in original vellum. Interesting little thing, I find. It tells us all sorts of things about how to care for horses and what have you. Recently, too, this book came in that is infantry tactics in 1830 here in the United States. So this would have been a book that people, particularly officers, would have used during the Seminole Wars. And so it's of interest to here in Florida because, of course, that's where it was going on. It does give you how to put your infantry together, and in fact, it uses the same formations and things that probably would have been used in the Civil War a little later. And it tells you how to line up people and have the first rank kneel and shoot, and the second rank standing over them, that sort of thing. So you get maximum firepower in a hurry. And in fact, in those days, apparently shoulder arms meant put your gun up ready to shoot, rather than what we talk about today with your rifle on your shoulder, ready to march. Just interesting little tidbits. The third thing that's actually been sort of hanging around for a little while is World War II instructional manuals. This is sort of what you would have gotten maybe at basic training. The second one here is equipage and what's in your backpack and all of that sort of thing. Also in here you can see that it tells what we should be doing for cavalry. It's not often that we remember that cavalry was around even into World War II. So the more things change, the more they're the same, really. But the important thing about this is, I think, that as you do collecting, you should be thinking about relationships, or what we talk about these days using the word links. How can you link various parts of your collection together? It makes it more interesting. It makes it more fun. It makes it more creative. And so I hope that you're out there looking for the relationships between your books, or when you go into a bookstore, look for those books that might have a relationship to the things that you're collecting. In any case, I hope you have lots of fun.